What's up, you guys? So today's video is going to be a little bit different than my usual videos. Today I want to touch on the topics of branding yourself. So recently I talked about how I got a house for my business. I talked about that in my last video and on Instagram and all that stuff. And eventually I'm going to give you guys a house tour, but for now I want to talk about branding and marketing and stuff like that. So today I'm in one of my rooms where I do work, and I recently invested in an Explorer Air 2. I haven't done any tutorials on me using that particular machine, but I have done some Instagram stories on it. So I have been tie-dyeing garments, and what I do is I have bought some sweaters that I tie-dyed, and I would put my business name on the front because that is good for branding and also good for marketing. So I am going to show you guys how I use my Explorer Air 2 to make my own garments to help brand my company. Also here you can see I have Creator Live. This is the new company I launched last year. Super excited about it. And I'm super excited about making these garments and showing you guys how I create some of my sweaters. So I did have a sweater I created before, but one of my little sisters begged me if she could have it, so I gave it to her. So I'm just creating some garments for myself because fall is here and it's getting a lot colder. So right now I'm about to go into my closet where I keep some of my vinyl. And I'm thinking like I might do 2 sweaters today. Or I might do one. I know for sure I want to do that pink one because pink is my favorite color. So let me show you guys my closet. So this is where some, and when I say some, this is a very small portion of where I keep some of my materials. So there's some vinyls in here, there's some patterns, and this is a very, very small portion of my patterns because I have another closet downstairs that have over 1,000 patterns. Okay, and I told myself I'm not going to buy any more patterns because I have a lot that has not been used. So let me get my vinyl and then we can get to work. Alright guys, so I decided to create something on the Cricut Design Space and I came up with this. So it says Creator Life and then the life is like really small right here. So I think I'm going to go with that design, and I measured out how wide I want it to be with my measuring tape. So I think I said I want it to be 8.5 inches, which is right here. And so it will be center front here. So that's about perfect. So let me put this on the side. So I have my brand new mat and I need to get my vinyl. So I have my vinyl here and I'm going to cut out accordingly. So let's see here. So I'm going to put this away. Okay, so because I am using vinyl, this is something you definitely got to remember, is to mirror your image. Then we place this on top of the mat, oops, like so. Okay. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to load it in and make sure that the dial is on the right one. Okay, so then I'm going to click continue. Okay, so it's all cut out and I am going to take my mat and start peeling off any excess. I would have preferred the life part to be a little I would have preferred the life part of Creator Life to be a little bit bold. A lot more bold, because it's not really in bold. But I'm okay. So, just going to start pulling this off here. And pulling this off here. Oh my god, I just realized something. I can still fix it though, but Creator Life, the life part is actually supposed to be here, but when it came out, it's on this side. So I can just cut that out and just place it there when I use my heat press machine. But that is what it's looking like so far. So I'm going to take it to my heat press and show you guys how I apply it to my garments. Alright guys, so I got my heat press out, which is right here, and I have my vinyl all cut out and my sweater and stuff down here. So I just waited for the heat press just to warm up a little bit, because that's when I'm going to start applying the vinyl to the sweater. But before I do that, I do need to cut this part where it says life, because that's not where I want it to be. But yeah, so if you guys are wondering, I got this heat press for only $150. So you do not need to break the bank to invest in a heat press machine, because this is actually an 8-in-1 heat press. It does coffee mugs, plates, hats, t-shirts, all types of stuff. And it's an 8-in-1, so it does multiple things, and it only cost me $150. So I do talk about more about this heat press machine on my website, and I'm thinking I'll be doing a video on it. So let me know if that's something you guys want to see, and see me doing like plates and all that stuff. So I'm about to get started. I'm about to switch cameras so you guys can see me get to work. Okay, so I am going to swing this bad boy over, because before I start heat pressing things, actually, you know what? So this knob, I'm not sure if it's in the camera, but there's a knob on the top that allows me to raise this part, so that if I'm using a thicker material, then I can lift that up. Okay, so I am going to place this. I'm actually going to slide this out a little bit. Slide that out. Make sure everything. And I have a marking here. You probably can't see it, but that lets me know when things are centered. Okay, then I'm going to slide this and like that. Put this over here, and I hold it down for a good, I don't know, like about a good 10 seconds, good 5 to 10 seconds, just so I can add some heat and iron it before applying. See, now it's all smooth. Alright guys, so I'm going to start applying this down. And then I did not set it, but then once it starts beeping, then I can let it go. Alright. So I'm going to let this out. Look at that. Look at that. That is cute. Love it. Look at that, you guys. I love it. I actually really like the way this came out. It says Creator Life, and the vinyl that I use is like a matte vinyl, so it doesn't have any luster to it. And the letters came out really good too. Everything came out perfect. I just need to iron the rest, because the only part that is ironed is the part that I heat pressed. Alrighty, you guys. So yeah, I already showed you guys the sweater. This is what it looks like on me. I'm really excited about the way it came out. Like the letters was cut all nice and sharp, and I like the placement of where I put life on the sweater. And I honestly, I like the color. When I dyed this sweater, I was actually hoping for it to come out a little darker, but you know, like once you tie-dye something and then you wash it, it's going to come out a little bit lighter. So other than that, I'm still excited with the color that I created, and then adding this vinyl to the top. So let's talk about branding yourself. So I'm going to give you guys 5 tips on branding yourself. So we already talked about creating merchandise for your brand, and you can add a logo. You can actually have the name of your business on a shirt, sweater, backpack, whatever, all types of merchandise. So another thing when it comes to branding yourself, is really important to know who your audience is. So for me, my audience demographics when it comes to the age is ages 18 to 35, and everybody knows me for my fashion. That's my personal brand, but that's something that I kind of cross over to with my new business. So I like to create those merchandise for people of all ages. So when the pandemic happened, I was selling sweaters and dresses, but not only that, I made sure that I made a mask that could match people outfits. And so that's when I did the Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse dress with a mask, and I also did a tutorial on that. So I'm going to let you guys see a picture here of that garment. But yeah, so knowing your audience demographics, branding yourself through your merchandise, also creating content is really important. For me, I try to upload different videos in regards to my business, Creator Life, and also Fashion Life. So with Creator Life, I like to give people tips on running their business and teach them some financial literacy. And then with Fashion Life, I do the tutorials with the fashion and stuff like that. So next would be telling stories. So it's always important as a brand, and even a personal brand, that you're sharing your story with your audience. It could be how you started. It could be the information behind your brand. And you can storytell through either using the stories format on all these social media platforms, or you can create content based on your brand. So that's the way that you can go about branding yourself. Also, as I mentioned before, social media is the most efficient way to brand yourself. And when I say that, I mean take advantage of all the free social media platforms that are out there. I pretty much use everything. I always say this though, but I don't really like Twitter, but I'm on there anyway because some people have found me on Twitter. So what I like to do is pretty much every platform now allows you to link different platforms together. So if I post something on Instagram, it can also be posted on Facebook without me having to log on Facebook. So for me, I have my YouTube connected to Twitter. So when I upload tutorials for fashion, it uploads on there too, and it's shared with everyone who either follow me or end up discovering me. So those are just some tips on branding yourself. Just be really consistent. Make sure that you're creating content for your brand, creating merchandise, because if you don't believe in your brand, who else is going to believe in you, right? So it's really important that you push forward and just be consistent out there. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what else you guys would like to see. As I mentioned before, I'm still working on my room and setting things up. So I haven't really done, I can't remember the last time I did a sewing tutorial. Like, I know I uploaded one, but my thing is sometimes when I upload videos, it doesn't mean I just made the video. It could have been filmed like last year. So yeah, so let me know if it's anything that you guys would like to see. But in the meantime, I'm thinking about uploading some business related videos on this channel. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. And that's about it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below and I will answer them. And I'll see you guys next week for a new video. Bye.